Welcome to Kwentong Katip, a podcast series in celebration of 30 years of God's goodness and faithfulness to Victory Katipunan. In this special series, we'll hear powerful testimonies, heart-stirring stories, and reflections on how God has moved in and through our church community. Whether you've been with us from the start or just recently joined the journey, these Katip stories are for you. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to Kwentong Katip. My name is Charles. I'm one of the staff here in Victory Katipunan and I will be your host for today's episode. So our guest for today is none other than Miss Sharon Milan Mayo, one of the OG Victory Katipunan. Victory Quezon City pa nun. Pinakaunang one of the earliest administrative staff ng church natin. So from the early days of the church, si Ate Sha, she has been faithfully serving in areas like finance, facilities, and all the unseen details that keep a growing church moving forward. Pero ito yung malupit. Yung magandang part dun sa story niya is even if admin work yung ginagawa ni Ate Sha, even if behind the scenes siya, she never stopped reaching the students. So, she continued to serve in campuses, sa PSBA, sa Miriam, and even sa Ateneo. Ako, na-reach ako ng ministry ni Ate Sha. So, showing that whether you're in full-time, in the mission field, in the campuses, or inside the office doing office work, yung role ninyo, part yan ng call ni God. So Ate Sha, welcome to Kwentong Katip. Kamusta po
Hi,
kayo?
Charles. Thank you.
So,
Kumusta ako? Mabuti naman.
That's good. So Ate
Thank you
Sha,
for inviting me here.
of course, our pleasure to hear stories from you. Important. Ayoko sabihin granddaddy, pero nasabi ko na, granddaddy stories.
Oo nga
O kasi,
parang yung OG naging hindi original, kundi
Ano na po?
old.
hindi naman po. Original
Pa din tayo.
Original pa rin.
Okay.
Ate Sha, ngayon hindi ka na sa Victory Katipunan nag-work. So sa Every Nation, Victory as a whole. Ano po yung
Yes.
ginagawa niyo ngayon?
Now I'm in the procurement department of our Every Nation, and then we serve Victory churches, Metro Manila churches. We serve all the departments housed in our EN building. So whether it's ENLI, ENS, Real Life, everything.
So lahat
we
siniserve niyo
serve
po.
them. Yes,
Grabe.
yes.
So Ate Sha, before we go into the details of your stories, no, marami po kasi sa mga listeners natin na bagong part ng spiritual family natin. So maganda po na makilala po muna nila kayo. So what better way to do that than doing a fast talk?
Sana fast ko rin masagot,
Opo,
guys.
fast talk.
Let's
Mabilisan
find
lang po
out.
ito Pinakaunang lalabas
Memory
mo sa
lang
isip
talaga
nyo.
to. Oo, memory.
Oo.
Okay, sige.
First instinct, yun po yung
Memory
sagot.
ha, dapat.
Opo. Ready ka na, Ate Sha?
Sige,
Okay.
let's try.
Sige, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Early bird or night owl?
Night out.
Excel sheet or whiteboard?
Excel sheet.
Projector or Manila paper?
Inabot ko Manila paper dito sa QC noon.
Eto Ate Sha, favorite merienda during a long admin day?
Ano nga ba? Parang hindi pa uso merienda noon Dire-diretso lang
Dire-diretso.
talaga.
Ang next na kain mo?
Ngayon, wala lang. Tea or dun sa Honesty Store kung ano lang meron doon.
Nagaraya.
Pero
Ganyan.
before, wala talaga dire-diretso.
Okay. Eto Ate Sha, worship song that you never get tired listening to?
Oh, Faithful God.
Faithful
I
God.
don't know if that's the title.
Paano po? Sige nga po, sampalan nyo nga kami.
Oh, no. Faithful God. Wag na lang,
Nahiya
nahiya ako.
si Ate Sha. Nahiya. Ito Ate Sha, go to comfort food after a very long church service.
Oh, before, that's in Via Mare.
Via Mare, si GT Toyota.
Yes, GT Toyota.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Last one. One word that describes your journey with God.
It's an adventure.
Adventure.
Yes.
Adventure. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Ate Sha.
You're
Thank you, Sha.
welcome.
Thank you sa pagsagot dun sa fast talk natin. For sure, maraming tao na naka-relate dun sa mga sinabi niyong sagot. Ngayon, let's shift gears.
Sure.
And let's start going deeper dun sa story niya, Ate Shawi. Una, siguro, can you share to us how you first got connected to Victory Quezon City pa nun? Kasi nga, isa po kayo sa mga pinakaunang admin staff ng Victory
Yeah,
QC.
yeah, sure.
So, paano po kayo na-connect?
Many years ago. Ganun eh. I was a
Long time
student in UP. That was never mind the year. I attended Victory U-Belt that time. And then I was part of other school. And then a few years after, somebody told me, kasi other school ako, nalaman niya I'm from UP Diliman. So pumunta siya sa akin, hey, we're starting a church in UP, ganito, ganito. Can you join? Sabi ko, sure. Magkakaroon tayo ng mga small groups pa yung tawag doon. Sabi ko, sige, saan tayo magkikita, ganon. So the church plant itself, I was part of that. So from U-Belt, naging part ako nung mga Victory group. So para akong lumipat, tapos doon na kami sa Victory Shangri-La. Doon nagsiservice yung mga nare-reach out, tsaka yung na-start na Victory group, small group before. So yun yung start. And then I got connected. So from that small group, it grew and then na-launch na yung church
Yung Victory Quezon
sa Philcoa.
Philcoa.
Yes, Victory Quezon
Dun
City.
sa dating...
Never mind, sa taas
Sige,
ng
hindi natin
McDonald's.
sinasabi.
Oo, nakalimutan ko na rin yung pangalan. So
Yes.
yun. So that was the start. And then from there, ayun na, naging part na ako ng QC.
So, Ate Sha, di ba galing kayo ng Victory U-Belt?
Yes.
Dahil University Belt siya, maraming other schools doon, UST, we're reaching to the campuses there. Tapos, since doon ka nag-a-attend, UP, tapos nung nadala ka dito, ang question ko daw is, paano po kayo from small group leader to maybe a volunteer sa church, paano po kayo nag-arrive dun sa decision na I wanna be part of the workforce ng church? Mag-accept dun sa role na unang pinasok.
I think it was just organic. Being part of the other school there, parang, okay, attend lang ako. But when I came to the church plant, when it was starting, I saw Jeng, Pastor Edgar, and the rest, Pastor Manny, and then Ate Minnie, they're discipling people. So sabi ko, oh, okay din to nag-reach out sila, ako din. So they empowered us also to reach out. And then, part na talaga siya ng schedule ko as a student in UP na I'll attend a small group and then I'll reach out to people, I'll disciple, do one-to-one. And then naging na siya talaga, it's a lifestyle. And then after that, when I graduated, then yun na siya.
Yun na, pag-graduate ko na
pag-graduate ko, so itutuloy ko na kung paano ako naging part ng
paano po kayo naging part ng
when I
staff?
graduated, I didn't really want to be a full-time staff. So before the graduation, there are a lot of UP job fairs. So nandun ako lahat. Nag-a-apply. May kinuha ko mga contact details. So nag-apply ako. And then at the same time, we were preparing for an outreach in St. Petersburg, Russia. It's a 1-month outreach. And then God spoke to me to join. So I joined. So habang nagpe-prepare for graduation and everything else, nagre-raise din ako ng funds. Knowing na, okay, I'll serve because I had also a revelation. During that time, I attended Asian Invasion. Wala na siya ngayon. Para siyang
The
conference.
OG conference,
Oo. So that was Asian Invasion. I was still a student. And God said, one of the speakers said, you can tithe your years. Sabi ko, Lord, I can tithe my years. Pero ito yung So sabi ko, I will tithe my years in the campus. So that's why nag-join ako nung mission trip na yun. Kasi 1 month siya. Sabi ko, hindi pa nga 4 years ako so dapat 4 months. Pero, sige Lord, I'll tithe my years. I'll join that. And then pagbalik ko, trabaho na ako. Siguro naman tatanggap na ako dun sa mga in-applyan ko. So ganun siya guys, yung ni God, revelation niya sa akin. That's why I joined. And then when we went to St. Petersburg, that's where God spoke to me to join full-time. Sabi ko, ayoko Lord. It was 1 month kaming nandun. And then after, when 1 month was due, Pastor Edgar talked to me and to Belle na, are you willing to stay 2 more months? Kasi we have 3 months visa. Sabi ko, kami ni Belle nagtingin ng bakit? Kasi the laborers are few, but the harvest are there, very plentiful. Sabi nila, wala pa naman kayong work, kayo yung best to stay. Kasi kami syempre may commitment. So, sige, go! So naiwan kami ni Belle. And then from that time, until nag-yes ako kay God, kinukulit niya ako araw-araw, gabi-gabi pag ako quiet time ako na ganito, ganon. Sabi ko, Lord, ayoko talaga. Ayokong maging full-time kasi alam mo naman, I have my ambitions, ganito lahat. And God, I had to lay it down at the altar. I had to surrender. And when that happened, okay, Lord, sige. I'll surrender everything. I'll say yes. Pero may isa akong kondisyon.
May condition.
Sabi ko, Lord, nakakahiya kasi pagbalik ko, parang hindi naman sila naghahanap ng staff. Yun yung sinabi ko kay God. So sabi ko, okay lang ba Lord na when I go back, hindi ko sure, pwede bang sila na lang maghanap na sasabihin na ganito, we're looking for ganito, are you open, ganon. So hindi ko sinabi na naghahanap ako ng work or kinoconsider ko yung ministry. Tapos yun, pagbalik ko, nag-ask sila sa akin. Diba? So, when you ask guys, then be sure na magre-reply si God. Oo.
Yun.
So yun, that's how it happened.
So yung start nyo po talaga sa ministry, campus talaga.
Yes.
Campus yung heart ninyo. Even pagpunta nyo sa Russia,
Yes.
campus ministry din yung
Yes.
Kaya naman, nung naging admin staff po kayo,
Yes, admin
never
staff.
nawala.
Hindi
yung
talaga
campus
siya
ministry.
nawala. Oo. That's the heart, yes.
Yes.
Hindi siya talaga nawala. So yun.
So Ate Sha, whenever I ask about you, kamusta si Ate Shawi as an admin staff, palagi pong nababanggit sa akin na ibang level po kayo.
Sino nagsabi? Joke
Marami.
lang. Joke
Hindi ko na
lang.
po papangalanan, no?
Joke
pero
lang.
marami. Isa po sa mga
Biglang
nakakwento ay marami kayong bagay na kayang pagsabay-sabayin. Yung masters ninyo, naging finance officer kayo, nag-aral kayo sa School of World Missions, tapos EA din kayo, tapos nagka-campus ministry din kayo.
That's
Tama?
right.
Sa
Yes.
PSBA,
Sa madami.
sa madami.
Saan-saan.
Kung saan-saan tawagin
Oo.
kayo ni Lord. PSBA,
Oo.
and then Miriam, and then finally kasama na rin yung Ateneo. Paano nyo po, how did you manage to balance all of those things? Kasi ang balita ko, 24 hours lang parehas tayo. Saan nyo po nakuha yung extra 12 hours?
Napaisip tuloy ako, paano ko nga ba yun na-balance, Lord, I think it's just really the passion to reach out to these students. The church was just not really small that time, so it's not as big as it is now. So the needs are not really that much na, wow, ang daming kailangan gawin. Pero syempre, pag isa ka lang or dalawa lang kayong staff, di kami lahat gumagawa nun. But at the same time, I think may grace si God kasi wala din namang campus missionary noon. It was just, full-time before was just Bishop Manny, another admin staff, and then me. And then another admin staff was added. So kami na yon. That was it. So it's really a commitment na sabi ko, Lord, if I can reach out, then I will. And then si God naman nag-o-open ng doors. And then, before kasi, it was just UP. That was my heart. Kasi syempre, graduate ako ng UP. And then one time, in one of the prayer meetings, sabi ni God, you have to go out of UP. Sabi ko, Lord, ang heart ko UP. Sabi kong ganon. We used to have our office, di ba, dun sa Mansi. Yung paglabas mo, kitang-kita mo yung Miriam. So sabi ni Lord, why are you praying for UP? The harvest is there. Sabi ko, saan there? Tapos nakita ko yung flag ng Miriam. Yung flag na yun, sabi ko, so Miriam, Lord? So Miriam, anong gagawin ko doon? Sabi ko, hindi naman ako graduate ng Miriam. Wala din, as in literal, wala tayong contact sa Miriam. So sabi ko, how? Then, a few days after, there are Miriam students who went to our office asking for wala na siya ngayon
Parish work.
Ayun, parish work is the term. That's the entry point that we had for that. So sabi ko, Lord, katatapos ko lang mag-pray, katatapos lang natin mag-usap, tapos, nandyan na
pray
siya,
agad.
parish work. So that happened. And then for PSBA naman, I met someone, it was Bishop Manny introduced to me, then sabi ko nga, lalakarin mo lang, nandun na yung PSBA eh. So, sige Lord, punta tayo. So, kasama din yon. And then later on, the friends of the Miriam girls, they have friends from Ateneo.
Yun na.
So, ayun na din. Nag-expand.
Nag-expand.
Tapos ako lang mag-isa. Tapos may guys. Sabi ko, sino kaya ang pwede dito sa mga guys? Pero sige lang, sama pa rin. So, yun. Until my formal na campus missionaries. So, yun. I think it's just being available when there is a need. And then God will just maximize you. Whether it's 24 hours or less, si God pa din. Si
Right.
God talaga. You put your trust in God and He will give you supernatural strength. And also wisdom kasi you navigate those things na first time kong pumasok ng Ateneo, ganito pala siya. First time kong pumasok ng Miriam, ganito yung kultura. So yun. It was just the grace of God.
While you were sharing your story, Ate Sha, may verse na pumasok sa akin eh. Grace is sufficient.
That's
So,
right.
sa mga
Yes.
nakikinig sa atin ngayon, I guess if you really have that heart to reach out to the students and you're wondering paano to, may work ako, may kailangan gawin sa bahay, pero gusto ko mag-reach out, mag-help out sa campus, palaging merong paraan.
Yeah.
Basta magde-depend tayo
Yeah.
kay God. Kasi
Yeah.
yung grace nga ni God yung mag-aalaw sa atin, no? Na magawa yung mga bagay na pinapagawa niya. So it's not, you are never alone.
Yes. Agree ako kay Charles, no? To those who are listening, aside from grace, I think you need to make yourselves available. Yung willingness of the heart natin to really, Lord, use me. I'm here, use me. Whether it's an hour for 1 week or you have more hours for a week, the Lord will use you.
Right.
So yun.
Grace and availability.
Yes.
Ate Sha, you've seen the church grow from its early days.
Yes,
As in, sabi mo nga kanina, part ka nung
Yes.
original na church plant, part ka nung volunteer pool natin as a small group leader. What was it like when Victory Quezon City was just starting?
When it was starting, it was really a humble beginning. Volunteers talaga lahat. As in, kami lahat yon, volunteers. Everyone going to the church are part of different ministries. Hindi pa siya sobrang complicated noon. Ushering, music team, kids church. I think yun yung majority. And then the rest, they helped in the campuses. So, everyone pitched in. They knew the need and they responded to it. It was also fun kasi konti lang kami, so kilala lahat. So I remembered one time sa Mansi, nung Sunday, 'di ba? May morning service and then nag-expand, biglang may afternoon. Hindi na kami umuuwi. Doon sa side ng medyo sanctuary, doon kami nagpapahinga while waiting for the service. So ganun
Siesta
siya.
muna.
Ganun siya ka-close noon. Nakilala mo lahat ng volunteers, you interact with them, you encourage one another. And then you build each other. So talagang those were the humble beginnings. And I remembered many of our prayers were also answered from the little, yung pool of volunteers from the start until it grew. So parang pag nakikita mo, Lord, answered prayer, naka-reach out sa Ateneo, may ganito na. Now we have a bigger place. So from glory to glory. So, yun.
And yung pagiging part niyo po nung early days ng Victory Quezon City. Ngayon, kitang-kita naman po na yung labor ninyo talagang nag-bear fruit na. Meron na tayong thriving ministry sa Miriam, meron din sa Ateneo. So, Ate Sha, bilang part ng fruit ng ministry mo, sobrang thank you po. Thank you for laboring sa campuses ng Katipunan. Yun.
It was an honor and a privilege to really co-labor with God for reaching students like you, Charles. enough na na-reward sa akin na nakikita kitang ganyan. O, di ba naiyak ako?
Naiyak na. Hindi
Yun na yung reward ko.
Oo.
As in, pag nakikita ko yung mga estudyante, ay, ang galing, Lord. They're in the different platforms that God has blessed them and they're thriving. So yun
Right.
yung, guys, that's the future. Future ng mga students yan. So if you invest a little, it will come a long way.
Right. Campus
So, yun
ministry
lang.
works.
Yes,
Right.
I agree. Totally agree.
Ate siya, balik tayo doon sa early days ng Quezon
Okay,
City.
sige.
Victory Quezon City. So nung time na po na yon, ano pa po yung mga responsibilities na hinawakan ninyo bukod sa campus ministry? From yung unang pasok niyo po, tapos growing habang nag-grow yung Victory Quezon City.
The first job I had when I came in, meron na kasi tayong finance officer that time. So I was really, and the rest. Kasi dalawa lang kami. So finance siya and I'm everything else. So imagine that from may mga VLI pa noon, mga classes. So literally I opened the office and then I close it. Kasi wala naman ng iba, ako na lang yon. And then volunteer management, sige, go lang. Wala pang volunteer management na tawag nun. Basta you contact the volunteers, alagaan nyo sila, and then encourage them, and then that's it. And then what else? Ensure that the office is taken care of, para yung facilities, ganun din siya. Sa kids church, I'm not as involved because the pastor's wife and the other wives are also involved. So medyo, thank you Lord, hindi ako doon kasi hindi ko din alam kung paano siya gagawin. But the rest, okay na ako doon. So it's like, church operations and at the same time, helping Bishop Manny also with hindi pa EN tawag doon, parang church secretary and everything else. So that's it.
So paano, ngayon po nakikita nyo na syempre, Victory, nung time na plant ang Victory Quezon City, ilan pa lang naman po yung Victory churches noon. No? Di ba?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
ngayon po na nakikita na po natin yung faithfulness ni God sa spiritual family natin, na talagang inallow tayo ni God na maging part ng very many church plants and established church, even churches across the globe. How does that make you feel po?
Privilege, I think, really, to be part of this ministry and a movement that somewhere out there, God planned for me to be part of this ministry. So really privileged to be part of this ministry and working in the ministry at the same time. So parang, yung dream ng iba, mag-work sa ministry or serve in the ministry, ako ginagawa ko na yun.
Yeah.
While serving also the people and the congregation. So that's how I feel.
Thank you, Ate Sha. Punta naman po tayo sa calling beyond the title that you have. So some people think that only pastors or campus missionaries are in ministry. What would you say to someone who wonders if their administrative skill or yung tech skill nila, tech support skill really matters to God? So what would you say to those kinds of?
I think for everyone who are listening right now, whatever skills that you have and the expertise that you have, God has given you that. And because God has given you that, He can use that also if you make yourself available. Kasi whether we say the pastors are, sila kasi yung nasa front line, sila yung nakikita ng mga tao. But we can serve God using our administrative skills.
Right.
And really, I remembered Pastor Steve saying, the growth is coming, but what will sustain the growth are the administrative people. Because those people will make sure hindi makakalagpas sa net or makakalabas sa net yung mga na-fish ng ating mga pastors, campus missionaries sa mga outreaches nila. They will stay because the church is in order. The word is preached day in and day out. They naaalagaan sila, nadidisciple sila, and that happens sa background. And the administrative people, whatever skills you have, na hindi ka pastor or campus minister or hindi ka ministerial, that will really help in sustaining and keeping the growth. So yun yung role ng mga administrative people. And we're blessed to support our pastors in the background and just let them do what they're supposed to do, and then we support them, making sure the gospel is preached, that God is honored, and we make disciples. So yun.
So looking back, Ate Sha, marami na po kayong nadaan ng role, nakapag-finance na, facilities, tapos ngayon procurement. Question, what has God taught you about faithfulness in the small things?
Oh, that's a good question. I think for every one of us, you guys listening, it's really, faithfulness is not just in the big things entrusted to you. It's really even in the littlest of things, the minute things entrusted to you. That's where faithfulness starts. And that's where you can be tested. So whether, I remember telling some of the admin staff in the provinces before, work starts at 9 o'clock, if that's your start. But you come in not at 9 because you don't want to steal your working hours. You go 8:30 or 8, dun ka mag-makeup, dun ka mag-ayos, dun ka mag-breakfast, and then by 9 on the dot, then you do your work. That's faithfulness. That's stewardship. The little things that entrusted to you in your work, whether kung ano man yung work mo, your responsibilities, you do that diligently. That's faithfulness. Hindi lang siya sa pera all the time. Madami pang areas that God will test you in your faithfulness. But take heart, no? Ano talaga siya, part of our Christian walk is being faithful. Faithful to the calling that God has given you. Faithful to the work that God has given you. Faithful in the finances that God has entrusted to you. And all those other little and big things that God is entrusting you. Because He will entrust you with more if He finds you faithful.
Right.
So yun.
So hindi lang siya every peso matter.
Yeah.
Every second,
Yes.
every time in the office,
Yes.
lahat ng bagay na binigay sa'yo ni Lord.
Yes.
Everything matters. So
Yes.
make wise use of it.
That's correct.
Right.
I agree with that.
So, Ate Sha, sa mga nakikinig sa atin ngayon, what encouragement can you give to people serving behind the scenes? Whether in church, in work, family, dun sa mga tao na feeling nila hindi sila nanonotice, no? Yung parang okay, faithful naman sila pero walang commendation, walang kahit na ano po masasabi niyo?
I think for every one of you and for all of us serving in the background, I think first I'd like to thank you for your faithfulness in really doing it Sunday after Sunday, or kung hindi man kayo Sunday naka-assign, doing it regularly, serving the church. Thank you for that commitment that you have to serve our church and the congregation. And then the second one is keep doing it. Whether people see you or not, whether people acknowledge you or not, whether minsan ang dami mong mali, nahihiya ka na, keep doing it. Because you're not doing it for them at the end of it. We're doing it for God.
Yes.
And the only applause that we want is really God, actually.
Yes.
Bonus na lang yun pag napansin tayo ni pastor or pag napansin tayo ng mga churchmates natin na, uy, thank you for doing that. Bonus talaga yun. Pero in your heart, you know, Lord, I gave my best and I'm giving my best. And Lord, this is my form of worship to you. Then okay, happy na tayo doon. Kasi alam natin, binigay natin yung lahat kay Lord. We're not for the audience of everyone, but only for God. So, If only for that, I hope you keep pressing on, keep serving, and keep serving excellently at the same time. So yun.
Kagaya nga ng sabi ni Paul, no, ate siya, sa Colossians, whatever you do, do
Yes.
heartily as if working for the Lord. Kasi
Yes.
yung reward natin, hindi naman manggagaling sa tao. Ultimately,
That's
yung
true.
reward natin,
Yes.
manggagaling kay Lord.
Yes.
Ate siya, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing your life. Being part of the original Victory Quezon City church plant. 30 years na po.
O nga, 30
Yung-
years.
yung
Ayoko
victory-
siyang isipin. Bawal po mag-add, bawal din mag-minus, guys.
Pero hindi nga ate siya. Yung labor niyo po sa church natin, it really has bore so much fruit.
Thank you,
Not
Lord.
just in
Oo.
UP, but also in Miriam, Ateneo. Nakapag-raise up din tayo ng mga strong staff and
Thank you,
missionaries from
Lord.
PSBA.
Yes.
So maraming salamat po doon sa faithfulness niyo po
Lord.
sa call ninyo. And yung pagiging example of being faithful in the little and in the much. Thank you for sharing those stories to us. I'm sure our listeners and the people who are following this podcast series, marami po sa kanilang for sure na na-encourage to keep on going.
Thank you,
Keep
Lord.
on serving, keep on
Yes.
doing and being faithful
Yes.
sa call ni God. So to our listeners, again, kagaya nga nasabi ni Ate siya, you may never do the things on stage, hindi ka man part ng music team or nag-e-exhort or alam mo yun, wala ka sa field. Pero bawat act, every act of faithfulness, every act of even small things, all of those things, God sees,
Yes.
God matters, and it matters to God. And also, lahat ng ginagawa natin talaga, merong role yon sa ginagawa ni God sa nation.
Thanks for listening to Kwentong Katip. If this episode has blessed you, don't forget to share it with someone and tag us at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Victory Katipunan. Let's continue to celebrate 30 years of God's faithfulness and believe for even greater things ahead. See you in the next episode.